lovely people of the internet. I am Looney Loon. Today I am doing a video as a part of a challenge for Cosplay Amino. The weekend challenge, which is the interview challenge, is to wear one of your costumes and take questions from your fans or other people and answer them in character. People have been answering them either in text posts with photos, or some people have been making videos, so I have a few questions to answer today. Some of them are about how I made this costume or other costumes, and some of them are asks for a very special character. So, let's get rolling. The first question is the origin of my name, which is Looney Loon. It comes from when I was in elementary school and I was making my account for DeviantArt when I was literally 12, as we say. I had a friend who we're still friends today, actually. He's a really nice guy. He called me Looney. My given name, Luann, Looney, is just kind of the nickname I had. And I am French Canadian, and so I took from Looney the word lune, which is the French word for moon. So I put that together and it became my username on DeviantArt, and I've been kind of using it as my artist name since then. Gotta fix that her. Question number 2, favorite makeup brands to work with. When it comes to cosplay, I almost exclusively use theatrical makeup, and my favorite brand to use is Ben Nye. I have been very loyal to them for many years, and I own a lot of their products I use for cosplay. When it comes for everyday things, I tend to use a lot of e.l.f. I use a lot of Eyes Lips Face Cosmetics, and I use a lot of drugstore brand stuff because I rarely wear makeup on a daily basis. And when I do, I don't need as high as a quality as I need for cosplay, where I want it to be photo ready and I want it to have a really nice finish. Sometimes I use my my everyday makeup in my cosplay makeup. If I were to invest in some kind of really good makeup, like an Urban Decay palette or something like that, it probably would be for cosplay or for drag and less for, I'm gonna wear this every day and I want to spend good money on it, because I invest more in my cosplay than I invest in my everyday look. Question number 3. What is your favorite fabric to work with? It's kind of a weird question because I don't really pick favorites with fabric. I do actually like to work with stretch material, which is kind of an unpopular opinion. I do like working with fake fur, even though it gets really messy, but I tend to use whatever fabric the project needs. Like, I had never worked with PVC before I made this costume. It wasn't fun to work with, but it's what I wanted and it's the look I wanted and the fabric I needed. So I tend to not play favorites. Question number 4. Average cosplay spend. This is kind of depressing because I'm currently unemployed, I do not have a job, and $15 in my bank account, but I tend to spend around $200 or $150 on each costume. Some things, like I made a Monster Kid costume recently, that cost me $50 only because I bought the fabric, the wig I found a cheap one on eBay, things like that, but this costume, I got a good wig from Arda, I bought the contacts, all the expensive fabric, it costed me more. A lot of things I end up reusing, like this wig, I'm going to use it many, many times. These gloves, I've used them for many other projects. So, there's costs like that go over. Cost really depends per cosplay. Like, one costume I'm working on really shouldn't be more than $150 because of the materials I'm using, but because I need expensive blackout sclera lenses, it's going to be around $300. So, it really depends, but it's average around $150-$200. Question number, wig head. What's the hardest cosplay you ever made? That's really a tricky question because everything I try to make is a challenge for me in some way. Like, everything is difficult in a different way. Like, my Zoroark fursuit, that was a challenge just because of how expensive it was and how, if you look at it, it's a giant costume, and everything you see there is made out of, couch foam and hot glue. It took me a long time to make, and it was really challenging. Or like my Chandelure costume, that was really challenging because it was kind of a more historical garment, it was expensive fabric I was working with, so I really didn't want to mess it up. Really, I spent $90 on just the fabric for the top. And also there was all this hand-sewn beadwork and all the lace on it is hand-sewn. That took me a long time and that was challenging in its own right. But then again, this costume was challenging because of all these things like that, and when I made it, Undertale was still fairly recent, so there wasn't as many resources out there for costume-specific questions. So, yeah, that's my answer. Deal with it. Edit that out. I don't care. Question number 5. When did you start cosplaying? The answer is 2010. I was in grade 7. My first costume was Mewberry. And question number 6. What did you use to make the arms of this cosplay? Look at that. This is a shiny stretch material that I bought in a bag sale at a thrift store. It was really an impulse buy because I thought, like, oh, that's nice, I could work with that. There was a lot of it, and I bought it. And I used it for a little bit for one thing, but then I just had it, and I just had to make this cosplay. And it's a really good thing I bought it, because otherwise I have no idea where I would have found this good of material. Basically, I just made the sleeves just out of it. It's very shiny. And all of these ridges is just a sewing technique called a tuck. It was very easy to do, and it's very effective. Now it's time for some hate mail. You are literally the ugliest, fattest cosplayer I've ever seen in my life. When I saw your retarded Mettaton cosplay, I could literally feel the bile rising in my throat because of how fucking stupid you looked. Actually, I just had some acid reflux, so I feel some bile rising in my throat. But let me tell you, anonymous hate giver out there, what you think of me is really none of my business, and I don't really care at all. Is that really your best hate mail? I mean, give me something that'll actually hurt me. Give me something that'll make me cry. Like, honestly, I do it. But send me your best hate mail. Really, do it. I dare you. I've grown too strong from being told things like that my whole life to start caring about what you think about me now. Everything I do is for me. I don't cosplay for your approval. Ugly and fat? I believe my dazzling performance has you at a loss for words. Let me help you. The words you're looking for are drop dead gorgeous. Question number... I lost count. Shit. Question number... I lost count. What makeup do you use in your Mettaton cosplay? Like I said, I generally use a mix of theatrical makeup, generally Ben Nye, and whatever kind of drugstore stuff I have. Right now my base is Clown White, sealed with Neutral Set and Final Seal. All the black accents, I usually use cream liner from Ben Nye, but right now it's gel or cream eyeliner from e.l.f. Very good product, I love it. My brows are glued down with just regular glue stick and then powder. All this pink is lipstick, honestly. It's a lipstick I got at Ardene's for my Mina cosplay. I put it just on my eyelids, I put it on my lip, and I kind of give more definition with a NYX pink lip liner pencil. And then I pat over a pink metallic eyeshadow over it that I got a long time ago. It's all broken up and powdery, so I can just pat it right on. Then all this definition with the silver and kind of grays. That just comes from a New York Color, I believe, little 3-piece palette of black, silver, and white. It's all metallic stuff, and I just use it to kind of brush over any detailing I want. My lashes are Ardell. I got them at Walmart. They're basically the biggest eyelashes I own. I'm not sure what number they are, but they're basically the biggest, thickest ones I could get at a drugstore. I'm looking at getting for this cosplay specifically some 301s, which if you know anything about drag queens, those are like the lashes everyone uses. So I'm looking into getting some of those for this cosplay and other cosplays. My wig, I don't know if you care, it's a Magnum from Arda in black. I'm actually making a makeup tutorial fairly soon. I'm not sure when that's going to come out for this, how I do this look. So keep an eye out for that. Mettaton, who is your favorite person in the underground? Other than yourself? Well, other than myself, I would have to perhaps say Dr. Alphys, because she created this stunning form you see before you. But my favorite person in the underground truly is the most perfect, and that is myself. Can't improve on perfection, darling. Mettaton, what do you think about Sans, Papyrus, and Napstablook? Sans. I haven't seen much of him before, always doing his own thing, but he's a clever one. I have seen his routines at my resort before, and I must admit, they are quite entertaining. But not entertaining as yours truly. Papyrus, that is Sans' brother, correct? Yes, he is quite a big fan. I've received multiple letters from him. As the biggest star in the underground, I do have a large following, and he is definitely a part of it. Why? Are you implying anything between us? That is extremely unprofessional, and a star as myself is always professional. That's show business, darling. And Napstablook, I haven't seen them in a while. I do hope they are alright. Next question, please. Mettaton, how many leg puns do you know? Leg puns? Who needs leg puns? With legs like these. Mettaton, do you have any feelings for Papyrus? I don't know what all these rumors are about me and that skeleton. Listen, it is very unprofessional for someone as famous as myself to have relations with their fans. It never ends well. And so, if anything, I am always professional and gorgeous. Metaton, what is your favorite kind of show to host? Really, anything the fans love is something I love, because everything I do is for the fans, really. Metaton, what are your thoughts on humans? Humans, they know how to treat their stars properly. One day, I hope to be as big of a star as I am in the underground, but on the surface. Then, I will truly be the star that I deserve to be. Where's Napstablook? Do you still see him? Metaton, I have better legs. Well, whoever said that is a filthy liar. No one has better legs than me, darling. Metaton, do you prefer Napstablook or Napstabot? Well, as far as I know, Napstablook does not have a dazzling robot form such as myself. And it's not something he wants to have, and I do not want to pressure my dear cousin into something he does not want to do. Therefore, I prefer my good cousin Blookie. Thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna drink some water. Oh yeah, you can also go on my blog, Northwest Loon Cosplay, and keep updated on this. I'm also on Cosplay Amino. My name is Looney Loon on that. I'm also on YouTube, that's probably where you're watching this video. I have other Tumblrs. I have other stuff. I'm on the internet a lot. I have a Facebook page, Looney Loon Cosplay. You can follow that, it'd be nice, but like no pressure or anything. Okay, bye.